Hey everybody, I hope you're doing really well. It's your main man Anil coming live once again for Immunity for the Community podcast. How you all doing on this amazing Saturday? If you're feeling great, drop fantastic in the comment section. If you're feeling amazing, drop amazing in the comment section on my YouTube, Instagram, Facebook people. If you're not feeling great, drop that too, because I'm going to help you to change that today. And on today's podcast, I'm going to be walking you through how you can beat loneliness on the Write Your Own Story course with my help as the owner and the coach of Immunity for the Community, and how it can help you on your weight loss journey to overcome that feeling of loneliness, to overcome that mental block that so many of us men struggle with, and how we can turn that from that feeling of emptiness to the sense of adventure on the Write Your Own Story course. So, what am I talking about? I'm talking about that feeling where you are so isolated by the situation. You have faced this weight loss problem for such a long time. You feel like it is pervasive. You feel like this is never going to change. You feel like you're struggling on this journey by yourself. And right now you're feeling the judgment. And maybe not the judgment so much about you being overweight, but that judgment of always being alone. Perhaps you feel that way right now. Perhaps you're around some people who just don't have the best interests for you, make you feel alone. No matter how much you're around them, for some reason you just feel alone. And I totally understand where you're coming from, guys. I totally understand. This is something that a lot of men struggle with on their journey. Even physically fit and in shape men struggle with this when going for their dream, only to have people who don't believe in them along the way. But over here at Immunity for the Community, we help you to achieve your dream on the fitness journey, and then to help you to become your inner hero to achieve your dreams of your life, because that's what it's all about. Look at those dreams right there. Those are my dreams. And honestly, on this Immunity for the Community podcast, I'm going to help you to channel your dreams as well. Guys, drop it in the comments section. How are you feeling this week? Just be honest. Drop it in the comments section. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, drop a comment there. Tell me how you're feeling. How are you feeling this week? How are you feeling about weight loss? How are you feeling about doing this by yourself? How have you felt up until now? Have you felt lost? Have you felt confused? Have you felt as if you've tried everything? Drop it in the comments section. I want to hear your point of view on it. So, how are we going to beat loneliness on the Write Your Own Story course? So, loneliness is that feeling that you have been on the weight loss journey. You've tried many things. You have talked about it. You've tried to follow through and it hasn't happened for you. Maybe you've started taking action, but even when you are getting the results, you just feel like you're alone. You don't have that person around you to celebrate with who feels happy for you, who genuinely feels happy for you from their heart. And you may be taking this burden on by yourself. You might be getting the results, but you just don't feel good. You might not be getting those results and you still don't feel good. And you might also feel that because you're not getting those results, now you're alone and you're the only one that's going through this. I totally understand where you're coming from, guys. This is something that I struggled with at the start of my weight loss journey. I had to be very quiet about what I was doing. I felt as if I was digging a hole, digging a tunnel, going straight through it by myself and not having to tell anyone around me, because at that point everybody had written me off. Picture this, 305 pounds. As long as everybody had known me, I'd been overweight. And imagine that judgment of how I felt. So, in one respect, loneliness was something that I chose. I chose to be a lone wolf because it was right for the time. But as soon as that carried on, I soon started becoming very standoffish. I soon became very bitter, very vengeful, very unhappy with myself and how I viewed the world. And then I started to project that onto other people. And unknowingly, without my own fault, I started having people around me that even more so didn't believe in me. The higher and higher I got, the further and further I got in my life, I just kept finding these people who created those blocks, not hearing me out, not listening, not accepting any responsibility, not actually showing me the way, blocking my progress. And I know who these people are. I know who these people are in your life, guys. I've been through it. I know who these people are. These are those micromanagers. These are these fake friends. These are these unsupportive girlfriends. These are these unsupportive partners. These are these fake family members who always seem to get in the way, toy with your emotions, make you feel alone, no matter how much you're around them. But on the Write Your Own Story course, you can trust that Anil has your back. Because what we're going to do is we're going to beat that feeling of loneliness and we're going to flip it on its head and overcome how we feel about it so we can turn it into the sense of adventure. Get out of that block inside of us about being lonely and turn it into the fear of the unknown becoming excitement of what we can accomplish. And here's what I mean. I had to overcome my block about loneliness when it came to traveling around the world. At that point, a lot of people like, oh, Neil, why are you going by yourself? Oh, why don't you go with your friends? Oh, why don't you go with a girl? If I sat there and I waited just to be in a relationship with somebody and date somebody to only then go to Barcelona and Rome and Venice and then not actually go and follow my dreams like I put on there, then it wouldn't have happened. That's not to say I didn't try. That's not to say I didn't put myself out there. That's not to say I didn't reach out to all of my friends. They were busy. It is what it is. But I wasn't going to keep holding back. If I had the funds to do it, I was going to do it. And that's exactly what I did. You saw me last year. I traveled around the world and I was very happy with myself. You see, loneliness is that feeling of not being happy with yourself. And a lot of you, it's not your fault, guys. It's just how society has trained you and conditioned you. It's those same judgmental people that talk about, oh, why are you going by yourself? Who then judge when you are around them. So even if you were to take them with you, they will just wear you down with their negative energy. You see, that's not to say you choose the path to always be by yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I overcame that block of being judged by certain people around me who were my friends or peers, and oh, why are you going alone? And I just traveled the world. And that's exactly what I did on my weight loss journey. And this is what you can do now on the Write Your Own Story course. Because what you're doing is you're turning that unknown of loneliness, of weight loss, and flipping it on its head. And now seeing that although it's unknown, now you're working with me, somebody who's faced the fear of the unknown and can help you to overcome that feeling of being alone. On the bronze package, you have one coaching session with me per week. That's a weekly check-in. That's going to be helpful to you if you're feeling alone on your weight loss journey. Because what you need right now is an accountability partner. You need somebody to check in with about your progress on the weight loss course and turn that fear of the unknown into the feeling of excitement. What am I going to do this week? What is Anil going to train me on this week? What food groups am I going to have? This plan, like I've said many times in the podcast, as well as the material that I've posted about the Write Your Own Story course, is very open and flexible. If I find that certain workouts are not working, I can change them. I can keep the variety. I'm not in the business to just keep giving you the same workout and make you bored. That's not what I want to do. I want to keep you excited about weight loss because one thing I know for sure is that when we're excited, we tend to keep on doing something. When we have that feeling of excitement, not that feeling of fear weighing us down, that feeling of excitement, we keep at it. Why do you think I keep going into the gym boxing? It's because I learned something else each time. I learned those little distinctions. One, two, three, four, duck. I get better at it in real time. And that's what you're doing each week. You're competing with yourself. Remember, 1% bet on the Write Your Own Story course every single week, which means after 52 weeks a year, you're already 52% better than what you were last year. The maths is very simple. The formula is a winning formula. It's the inner Rocky formula. And what I'm doing right here now is helping you to see that you can beat that feeling of not knowing, of loneliness, of feeling like you've done it all, but you have no one to talk to about it. And what we're going to do on these accountability calls is I'm going to walk through with you. I'm going to ask you how you're feeling. If you're feeling down, I'm going to help you with mindfulness techniques so that you can see what you've learned. See, when you've had a tough week, it's more so about what have you learned from the last week, making those changes, implementing those changes so your next week is better. When you get the fundamentals right on the Write Your Own Story course, you get up on time, you have the meals on time, and then you have that variety of having different food, having those variety of workouts. If you're noticing that some workouts are not working and you tell me, you'll start to have that excitement and you'll turn that feeling of, oh, I'm so fed up of this. I don't know. Oh, this is weighing me down. Oh, I'm so empty. Into that sense of adventure. That sense of adventure. Turn it on its head. See, weight loss doesn't have to be a heavy burden. It doesn't have to be an anvil on you. It can be a sense of adventure. Proving yourself right. Making that tunnel for yourself. Walking through that tunnel and getting to the other side. and then shocking everybody, shocking the world when they see you. Whoa, what? You're 100 pounds lighter, you're a different man. That's what I had when I went on the journey. I shocked so many people when I focused and I had tunnel vision. I had them absolutely surprised and overcame all those blocks to the point where it was no longer about other people and the external. This is about us. This is about how we feel with ourselves. And what I'm saying is, guys, we got to be comfortable in our own company. And what do I mean by that? See, loneliness is something that we have to address on a more mindset level, on a more self-love level. That's why I take in meditation. That's why I do chanting. It's because that helps me to see and feel all of my moments of gratitude. Having that spiritual practice, having the meditation, practicing gratitude, practicing all those great moments of what you've seen, all the great moments you spent with your family and your friends, and then all those great moments that you're going to spend with me is now going to give you that feeling on the Right Your Own Story course that you're making progress. You're going to change into a completely different person from this course. And that's how we can beat loneliness on this course. As you go up to the silver package, you're going to be having 2 coaching sessions per week. As you go up to the gold package and you start to really channel your inner Rocky, it's going to be 3 coaching sessions per week. But what you need at the start of your weight loss journey when you don't know is 1 session a week so you don't get overwhelmed. But at the same time, you don't write yourself off. Because this is something that I experienced myself, guys. Guys, drop a comment in the drop a comment somewhere. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, guys, drop a comment in the comment section if you can relate to where I'm coming from. If you felt like this recently, if you felt like you've been going up an uphill battle by yourself and there's been nobody trusted to talk to about it. You know, I talked about a trusted partner and accountability partner last week, and I've had people walk up to me again asking me how I am. That's exactly all I'm doing for you. Guys, I know it's very hard for you right now. I know that you might be around a lot of people who have not believed in you, who have, written you off or even just not heard you out or listened to you. Well, I'm here to say, guys, persist. If you're ready to throw in the towel now, don't. If you come across this podcast, DM me. Introduce yourself. I'm happy to talk to people. I'm happy to give you the free one-to-one consultation. That's to establish rapport and trust. I understand that it's not always easy to meet new people. That's why I'm offering a free consultation to get to know you. Persist. Because let me tell you something. When I was ready to throw in the towel and I was done, if I hadn't met my personal trainer then, if I hadn't persisted one more time, if I hadn't have just said one more time, I would have never gone on this journey. I would have never come up with the idea to start this business in COVID when I had depression. I would have never come up with this idea. I would have never fulfilled my dreams post COVID. I would have never beaten that loneliness that COVID gave me because it affected a lot of us. It affected many of us in different areas of our lives. But let me tell you something as well. Overcoming that feeling of loneliness is what inspired me to learn boxing because I got out of my own head. I went and I approached my personal trainer, and that's what's given me the confidence each week to keep boxing. And do you think I actually care about half of what these trolls think? It's taken a lot of time to get to that confidence, but let me tell you something. I punch way better now that I'm focused, that I'm determined than when I was angry and bitter. Because one thing about anger and bitterness is it drains you of your energy, it takes your will. One thing we're going to do is we're going to take back our power on the Right Your Own Story course and show you how you can beat that loneliness. You can turn it into the sense of adventure. Guys, I hope this has been an amazing podcast for you. I hope that you have felt so much value from how you can beat loneliness on the Right Your Own Story course. If you're ready to channel your inner Rocky on the Right Your Own Story course, DM me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. Drop a comment, inner Rocky. Drop a comment, Lion. Reach out to me. I can schedule a one-to-one call with you. I can go through what your goals are, and we can help you on the Right Your Own Story course. Bronze package $14.99, silver package $19.99, gold package $29.99 with a 5% discount. As I say, everybody, channel your inner Rocky, and happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful women out there. Peace out.